As we prepare for tonight's main event, pay special attention to the ring attire of El Grande Americano, and I'm sure to follow momentarily, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Two men who have dubbed themselves Los Gringos Locos 2.0. And Konnan, the original Gringos Locos, ran roughshod over AAA. Of course, I'm talking about the Love Machine, Art Barr, and the incomparable Eddie Guerrero.
Yes, probably the best tag team I ever saw in Mexico. I don't know if you know this, but the Gringo Locos expanded, and I was a Gringo Loco at one time with them.
Aquí está el más amado de los Gringos Locos 2.0.
He's become a fan favorite in no time flat.
El Grande Americano.
In your opinion, Konnan, why is that? In the United States of America, El Grande Americano is polarizing at best.
Because when you come to Mexico and you show them that you've learned their language and their music, because he sings after every show, folk, what you would call folk music, you endear yourself to them.
If we're talking about polarizing figures in the industry, look no further. This man, the reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion, a title he lost and won back from none other than John Cena. And of course, Dirty Dom, the proud AAA Mega Champion. And if you'll notice on the flag, there was a photo of the original Gringos Locos, the two men to whom Dominic and Americano are paying homage.
Pónganse de pie. Con ustedes, el campeón intercontinental, el mega campeón, el más grande de los misterios, el sucio Dominic Mysterio.
a moment. What a homecoming for two men who have meant so much to AAA and Lucha Libre. Konnan, how special is what we're seeing at this moment?
Super special because they both started and were born in AAA, and now they come back home being major stars in WWE. And I wanted to say, and not only that, Phoenix's favorite wrestler growing up was Rey Mysterio. And if you notice Dominic's gear, a lot of it, he pays homage to his uncle, Rey Mysterio Sr., who passed away earlier this year.
Of course, the matchup was initially scheduled to be the reunion of the Lucha Brothers, Phoenix and Penta. Penta suffering an unfortunate injury, not medically cleared to compete tonight. But here we are.
Rey Fénix. Y a su lado, recíbanlo como se merece, del Salón de la Fama AAA, miembro honorable del Salón de la Fama WWE, la leyenda viviente, Rey Mysterio.
What a way to end up a great show, huh, guys?
Absolutely.
Again.
Been an incredible show. You know, what we're missing here is Rey Mysterio trying to get another payday off his son. You know, Corey, I want to say, I compared Dom to Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela, and I want to apologize for that because Mandela and Gandhi never won the Mega Championship. Dom's in a class by himself.
A man who's recently declared himself the Ken Griffey Jr. of the wrestling industry.
And why is that?
Exponentially better than his old man ever was.
Wow.
But I guarantee you, Rey Mysterio has taken those words to heart. But we see Rey Fénix and El Grande Americano starting things off. Now remember, we arrived here as a result. Nice takedown, pinfall attempt by El Grande Americano. The match we witnessed prior to this between Vikingo and Dragon Lee was how this matchup came to be. It was that betrayal that handed the victory to Dom and Americano, which then drew the ire of the Lucha Bros. And again, Penta unable to compete. Rey Mysterio more than happy to step in on his behalf. And who better to replace Penta?
Well, you know, Rey Mysterio is one of the greatest, not just luchadors, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I give him all of his props. He's a Hall of Famer, deservedly so. 2006 Royal Rumble winner, two-time World Heavyweight Champion, WWE Champion. But as a father, he makes Tyron Lannister look like Ward Cleaver. He's a deadbeat dad. How Dom has turned out as great as he is, despite his father, is one of the great things that has happened in this century.
These two guys showing off their amateur proficiency.
Both Phoenix and El Grande Americano extremely well-versed in many different styles. Look at Americano standing on his head with the hammerlock still applied to Rey Fénix.
The core strength and neck strength, you need to do that, and then into a bridge.
I don't think anybody would disagree that every time Americano competes, it is nothing short of a spectacle. Americano and Dominic, for that matter, have got to be careful, be respectful, because they are opposing two of the best to ever step in a ring anywhere in the world.
That is 100% true. Rey Fénix, the first to hold the Triple Crown in AAA simultaneously.
Of pinfall attempts, and look at the athleticism of Fénix. Konnan, tell us a little bit about what Rey Fenix has meant to AAA as a company. This is a man who had very broad shoulders the company relied on for quite some time.
Well, he was the mega champion for, I think, twice. And everybody wants to make it in WWE.
Oh, here we go. I think this is what people want to see.
100%. As I was saying, everybody wants to make it to WWE, and Fenix is one of the few guys that has made it, and he hasn't even been there. Has he been there a year yet?
I believe a little bit over.
Yeah. Dom getting mad, feels disrespected. Is he going to the back?
Dirty Dom basking in the disrespect of the fans here in Guadalajara and tags out immediately to El Grande Americano.
A little head game with Papa.
Now, Rey Mysterio has been very public about the fact that he doesn't enjoy putting his hands on his son Dominic Mysterio, but sometimes you just got to straighten a young man out. Americano putting Rey's shoulders to the mat. And up we go, Rey Mysterio, a man who's timeless. Sunset flip, shoulders down for the win. Americano still too fresh in this one.
Hey, and you're right about that. As much as I talk about Rey being a deadbeat dad, and he is a timeless competitor. One of the greatest of all time.
And it's really good to see Jay, at least for me, one of the rare times in his career that he's not hurt.
That's right. So much high flying, so much risk, so much putting himself out there.
And look at this fantastic teamwork by Fenix and Mysterio. Covered by Fenix. Is this the pace you expected to see in this matchup, Konnan, from Mysterio and Fenix?
No, I expected a quicker pace than this, and I think everybody's just feeling everybody out.
A Dirty Dom ripping his father to the floor. Rolling senton by El Grande Americano.
Hey, son, a step ahead of daddy right now.
Tag is made, and now Dirty Dom, look at this, just mauling a fallen Fenix.
An old-fashioned mugging. Dom is just in his element.
And again, I understand why Dominic's polarizing, why some people find him charismatic and entertaining. Myself, I often do. But I also understand why Dominic is so despised by many wrestling fans around the world. Dominic has got the skill set. He is as good as he says he is. It's just the attitude that turns a lot of people off.
They're jealous. They're jealous they can't do what Dom does.
I'm not taking a stand on this one, John. I am a big fan of Dominic Mysterio, generally speaking. But I can understand why some might not feel the same way.
Because they're snowflakes. And Dom is a man's man.
Americano now doing a little mugging of his own at the expense of Rey Fenix.
You can say what you want, but hey, in his last 4 or 5 fights, Dom beat John Cena twice.
Yes, sir. That is right. That is unreal. There aren't many people that can say that.
No.
Cover here by Americano.
Los Gringos 2.0 is looking pretty good tonight in Guadalajara.
And here's they probably have a handful of matches together, Jay.
That's
Imagine
right.
when they get some chemistry.
Yeah, you look at the chemistry that the Los Gringos one had with Eddie and Hart. You're going to see that with these guys.
Cover here by Dominic. And I would imagine with as much as Dominic Mysterio and everybody in the industry for that matter respects Eddie Guerrero, you don't take the name of someone as sacred and respected as Los Gringos Locos if you don't intend on living up to the hype, if you don't intend on building on the legacy that's already been forged.
Absolutely, 100%. You can only pay homage to him if you're going to be as great. And that's what Dom has in mind.
Not only that, that's a legacy name in AAA, and many people have asked for it, and they've said no, but they let Grande Americano and Dom use it.
Low drop kick right in the grill of Rey Fenix. The Mega Champion sliding into the cover.
Well, you think about the history of professional wrestling. How many guys have held major titles simultaneously in 2 global companies?
It's got to be an extremely short list.
I mean, this career of Dom is a trajectory that is just straight up.
Oh my goodness, what a kick by Americano. Hooks the leg. And Fenix stays alive.
What's crazy about Dom, Jay, is that he's done in 5 years or so what many people haven't done in 15 or 20.
That's right. A lot of people in 15 or 20 years, Corny, like you mentioned, don't even get a title shot, much less win the championship, like Dom has done in 2 different companies.
Tag made. Dominic Mysterio now legal for his team.
People are chanting, let's go
big
Phoenix.
Super kick by Phoenix, who desperately needs to make a tag, but Rey Mysterio is a long, long ways away.
And if they hit the deadbeat dad for this tag, this place is going to erupt.
I think Americano knows that, which is why he scrambled to thwart the tag attempt.
Wow.
And Dom on the outside once again, ripping Rey to the ground.
Hey, Dom has been a step ahead of Dad this entire match.
I'll give the devil his due, John. You're absolutely right.
Actually, a smart veteran move from a guy that isn't a veteran.
Correct.
Big kick right under the chin of Rey Fenix. John, are you impressed by the tag team chemistry of the... Hold that thought, inside cradle, shoulders down. Are you impressed by the tag team chemistry of Los Gringos Locos 2.0? Cover.
I am. When you got 2 high-octane Eagles like Ron Americano and Dom, you don't know if they're going to get along, much less against 2, literally, of the greatest of all time in Rey Fenix and Rey Mysterio.
Quick tags have served Los Gringos Locos extremely well to this point. But Fenix will not be denied, continuing to fight. Shote-type strike. Rocks Dom, Pierrotazzo from Fenix, walking the ropes with the greatest of ease. Enziguri rocks Dom, and down goes Americano. I don't know how Fenix does it. It was amazing, but now Fenix has daylight.
This is what the entire city of Guadalajara has been waiting on. This is it. Is he gonna get there? Here we go.
The WWE and AAA Hall of Famer, Rey Mysterio, has been unleashed into this matchup, and he's aiming all of his fury at his very own son.
Rey has not lost a step, and that is incredible when you talk about he's one of the greatest of all time. A little beat down on his son, a little Eddie Guerrero homage.
Dom with a sunset flip attempt. Rey rolls through and big time kick. Moonsault on the money. Hooks the leg to defeat his own son. And Dirty Dom stays alive.
They have Christmas together.
Not anymore.
This is not going to be a good Christmas day if it's not. I've been there before. Get out of the way, Dom.
Beautiful counter.
Dom sensed the 619 in his future and put the brakes on.
You got to remember, guys, if anybody knows Rey Mysterio, it's Dom.
The Three Amigos. With a twist.
Oh, countered by Rey into a DDT.
That was absolutely beautiful.
Rey knows it well.
The
No
gnarly
substitute.
landing for the Mega Champion. Dominic immediately grasping at his right shoulder as Rey delivered the DDT. Mysterio now ripping control of this matchup back into the favor of his team with Rey Fenix. Tag made unbeknownst to Dom. Fenix now legal, just tattooed Dom.
Hey, Dom's in a place he doesn't want to be. Not much he can do about it.
Another quick tag executed by Fenix and Mysterio. What is this duo cooking up here? Seated senton from way up high. Into the cover goes Rey. And Americano breaks up the fall.
Yes, he did. I think that was it.
Sent to the outside is Rey Fenix, who has El Grande Americano all tied up in the ropes. Agonizing submission. And down goes Dom. Michinoku driver to his own father for the win. And Fenix kicks Dom off just in time.
That's twice you knew the 619 was coming because, like I said, if anybody knows Rey, it's Dom.
Fenix now. Waistlock applied. What a kick! Good greatness! And El Grande answers with one of his own.
What a kick to Dom.
Mysterio in reverse. Drives Americano down face first. Bulldog headlock. This could be anyone's matchup as
You're right,
Guadalajara comes back to life for this main event.
This sold-out crowd is on fire.
Over
We have an
13,000 fans tonight hanging on every single move, every near fall. This is Lucha. Dirty Dom finds himself in harm's way. Rey headed to the top.
The wealth of knowledge that Rey has in big matches is just immeasurable, and Dom is matching him. This is impressive.
I agree with you, John. You don't have to like Dominic Mysterio's personality, but you got no choice but to respect the young man's abilities. And now he's looking to commit the ultimate disrespect to his own father. Wait. Dom's calling for something. Summoning Americano. El Grande trying to dig out that mysterious metal object with Penta. Penta's on the scene. Goodbye, amigo.
What is Penta doing here?
Penta's
That's not
loading up
legal.
his own mask.
And the fans are cheering
Penta
this.
to Dom.
Somebody
Dom
throw
is
him
rocked.
out. Somebody suspend him. No.
Fenix soars through the skies. 619. Rey drops the dime, hooks the leg. What a
way! Wow, what a way to end the show. This is crazy.
And they're cheering this felonious activity.
Los ganadores, Rey Fenix y Rey Mysterio.
It's 3-on-2. You use some type of foreign object in a mask, and the deadbeat dad gets his hand raised.
Well, you always hear the term, you want to send the people happy, right? They just did that.
I don't want to send them happy. I want them to go home miserable.
Well, tonight's not going to be the night.
A miscarriage of justice.
John, I love you. You got all of my respect, but you can head home to Mount Crumpet alone, and you can spend Christmas by yourself mourning, because everybody in Guadalajara and around Mexico is celebrating tonight. What a win for Rey Fénix and Rey Mysterio with the assist by Penta.
Wait a minute.
Wow. I hope Mount Crumpet doesn't have a deadbeat dad that cheated his own son.
Wait a minute. Did Dominic push Grande Americano? It's
Sure did.
Gringo's over. Wait. What? Why? Because he lost? Is Gringo's Locos over before it even begins?
What's Grande Americano doing?
Looked like they were having words, maybe. They're chanting his name.
Grande Americano is Benedict Arnold. Traitor.
Will you stop?